Hey guys, Snoopy here. So one of the questions I get the most out of anything is how I do my keybinds, where I have my forms, and stuff like that. So I thought I'd make a quick video on how I set up my keybinds and kind of what I recommend you doing. At the end of the day, though, like this is kind of personal preference, and what I do might not work for you, but it might kind of give you an idea at least of how you can do it. So that's what I'm gonna go over now. So starting off, I just want to say that I do have a mouse, a Corsair Scimitar. Oh, it's stuck. There we go. It's a 12-button gaming mouse, which does kind of offload a bit the keyboard and makes it a bit easier to set it up. You don't need this, but it's quite nice to have. It's like same as like a Racer, pretty much. But yeah, so with that covered, let's dive right into it. So starting off with the forms, which is, the most essential part of playing a Druid, is it can be bear form, cat form, and trowel form. So Sodapoppin actually made a guide like a long time ago about keybinding for Feral Druid, and he recommends going with cat form and bear form on the mouse. And this is something I do as well. It's really good because it's just like a very fluent way of doing it. At the end of the day, though, of course, it's personal. But yeah, I recommend putting bear form, cat form, and trowel form on mouse. I have cat form scroll up, bear form scroll down, and trowel form shift scroll up. And that's how I do those. Going into here, we can see that I have shift 1 to 4 bound. I think these are like very comfortable to click. And then shift F, shift R are my wall and skin, which are like they're pretty close. Both are defensives, so that makes sense to me. Shift L is like a mouse button, which is why it looks like so weird. That's my kick, like this. So on my mouse, I have soothe, kick, tigers free, remove corruption, thrash, rejuve, and I have like target, arena, party, arena 1, 2, and 3, which you can do in here on my mouse as well. Where are those targeting? Yeah, right here. These are also on my mouse. These 3 right here. And then I also have my cancel regen, which is for when a Wellhome proc and I get mind games, so I'm going to cancel regen. And then I have focus hibernate and focus wild charge. So those are all the keybinds I have on my mouse, which kind of helps a bit. If I had to put those on my keyboard, it would kind of be a bit messy, but it's doable though. So you don't need a mouse like this, but it helps a bit. So I definitely recommend picking it up if you have the chance. But yeah, okay, moving on. So you can kind of see here though. So I have shred on 1, force bite 2, rip 3, slash 4. I have focus bash on 5, stealth on F, rake on R, maim on Q, clone on E, focus maim on shift Q, and then focus clone on shift E. To me, it makes sense to have like maim on Q and then focus maim on shift Q, and then clone on E, and then focus clone on shift E, which is something that I kind of recommend doing if you're new to arena. So like it might be easier to kind of get into. And then we have convoke on T. I have berserk on V, wild charge on X, focus moonfire on alt Z, which is quite nice to do if you're trying to like catch an enemy from drinking and he's very far. You can just have him on a focus target, use that one, and stop a drink. And then thrash and dispels on the mouse, rejuve on the mouse too. And then I have my heals on C, rejuve, and swiftbend on shift C. And these are also mouse macros. I'm gonna link a paste spin under my stream or under the video. I have a paste macro or a mouse macro for these, where I can also mouse over with the same keybinds and heal friendly things like this, or even rejuve without targeting them. So that is how I do those. Then I have shift root on shift X. No, I mean focus root on shift X, dash on shift V, meld on G, and these are all mouse buttons again. You can see here how I do them here. There we are. If you want to copy it. Okay, wait. Yeah, it's just this. And then these right here. So in general, if you're new to arena, you might not be used to using like shift, control, and like alt modifiers. I definitely recommend getting used to those, as it will help a lot with keybinding everything. So definitely try get used to that if you can. And also having targeting. So how I do my arena targeting is here. So to target my enemy or the enemy team, I have control 1, 2, and 3. to target arena enemy 1, 2, and 3. See here. And yeah, to target my teammates, or to focus arena, I have Alt 1, 2, and 3. Like this. And then target teammates, I have on my mouse button, which is this right here. I guess I showed that wrong earlier, yeah. But yeah, so this is what I do. So basically, control to target enemies, Alt to focus enemies, and then on my mouse to target my teammates when needed. For the rest, it's pretty basic. I just have Shift W is Stampeding Roar, Shift S is Soul Shape. Like, two mobility things are kind of close to each other. Try to make it make sense. And yeah. Vortex. Oops, I convoked. Vortex on Y. And that's pretty much it. Those are all my keybinds. And I'm gonna go on to like how I set up my UI. But again, like these are just like this is just how I prefer to do it. And this might not work for you. It might. Maybe you can take like some things from this and it might help you out. I hope so. But yeah, moving on to how I set up my UI and how I get like a nice overview of what's going on in the arena. Okay, so moving on, I'm going to talk about kind of how I set up my add-ons and UI for PvP and how it looks the way it looks. So, yeah, basically starting off, I'm using Sand UI. You can find it in the description below. It makes everything darker. And then also use Griffin Remover to remove the griffins from the sides. And except for that, those are just like visual stuff. But when it comes to like getting information in the arena, I definitely recommend picking up Omnibar, which is the one in the middle of the screen here. Makes you see the enemy cooldowns and kind of what they've used. Then we have Ability Team Tracker, which makes you see your teammates' cooldowns, which is also like very valuable information. And then I also recommend getting S Arena or Gladius, which allows you to see the enemy trinkets, diminishing returns, and also HP and ratios. But yeah, so kind of where you like set this up, it doesn't really matter too much as long as you can see it. You can copy me if you want to, where I have a, S Arena on the right, raid profiles on the left. I'm gonna show the settings of my raid profiles if you want to copy those as well. And they can also put your details next to that. But yeah, it's all personal preference, but this is how I do it, and I think it's pretty good this way too. But yeah, all the links is in the description below. Hope the video helped. I know a lot of you guys have been asking for this, so hope this video does do for you. And thanks for watching.
It's a useless way.